Facebook and YouTube, and then you can catch me on Fluent Radio, Philly Jams 95.3, Indie 101.5, and Mixed Talk Media. And I'm available anywhere that you listen to podcasts, okay, and your radio shows. So get on it, okay? Let's do this. I love to connect with you and promote what you got going on. Let's get it. If you or someone you know would like to be a guest on the Blueprint Live, visit thebpmediacode.com today. Hey y'all, welcome back to another week of the Blueprint Live with your girl MzMetchi. Brought to you by Philly 101.5 and Indie 95.3 and Fluent Radio. Shout out to our partners, Be Your Own Kind and Ms. Z with the T, honey. And thank you to our amazing sponsors, Tax Strategy, Black Dollar Days, Fiya Infusions, and last but not least, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Okay, tune in every Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time and at 9 p.m. Eastern Time in Philly. All right, y'all, it's showtime. Let's get it.
What it do? Your favorite cousin Young Jock checking in, and right now you're tuned into the Blueprint Live with my favorite MzMetchi. All right, hey man, you know what it is. Keep doing what you're doing and keep it right here. Chill.
Yo, what's happening? What's happening? Oh, it's your boy $2 Fabo, Bankhead Fabo. Oh, hey man, check this out. I want y'all to tune in right now to the Blueprint Live with MzMetchi, and I want you to tune in every Thursday at 6:30 Central Time. Ah! Oh, Fabo!
Just come in, let's rock real quick. Yeah, go. Get your drink. Whatever your vice is, I need you to have it in your hands.
You ever ask a girl what's wrong? Say nothing.
And then she hit you with,
It's funny how you can't pick back.
and
Trying to pick
where we left at.
She used the word love, like hold it, take a step back.
This is Janet by means of operation.
Give the girl
Get
no
it
step
home.
back. Wait until it's hell to get her breath back. Cause the ex gave her hell, I'm her ex like. Meaning of the shit, I was step back.
Don't mind me. I just had to rock out real quick. Happy Thursday. Welcome back to another week of the Blueprint Live. Y'all, it's your girl, MzMetchi. Oh my goodness. This week, we have so much to catch up on, as always. It's a lot of things going on in the world. And tonight, I'm not going to lie, y'all. The what's happening, what's up, I feel like it's going to have to trickle. It's going to have to trickle into the topic of the night because there's so many things that's happening. But before I go any further, I have to thank all of my listeners that tune in with me from Chicago, Jersey, Philly, and Houston. Shout out to my radio partners, Fluent Radio, Philly Jams 95.3, Indie 101.5, and Mixed Talk Media, okay? Every Sunday. So, you know, I broadcast here with you all on my Facebook and YouTube, but on Sundays, you can also tune in with my radio partners, okay? They are streaming that. I definitely try to drop the flyers and let y'all know, like, look, go and tune in right now. So please make sure that you all go after tonight's broadcast and just follow everyone that I mentioned tonight. Everyone's going to be tagged, okay? Let's go ahead. And then while you're at it, because you know I have to remind you all, drop your business in the comments if you are tuning in with me on Facebook, okay? Like Facebook, YouTube, make sure you drop that channel. Definitely subscribe, and I always hit that subscribe button. It's circular, you all, okay? We gotta, a like for a like, a subscribe for a subscribe, okay? But go ahead and drop those businesses down. And of course, I have to shout out my amazing sponsors, okay? Black Dollar Days, Paris Ice Bar, and Fiya Infusions, okay? Again, after tonight, make sure that you all go and follow them. Keep up with their latest updates. And our topic, look, again, it's so many things going on. I just feel like let's catch up. Because guess what? I got some good news. I got some bad news. But I'll hit you with the bad news first. Y'all, the Blueprint Live is going on a little mini spring break. Now, it's not the spring break that you would envision. It's not the ones that you're used to. I got to do some work stuff. You know, that's the thing when you're multifaceted. You got to take a break from one thing to do the other. But no, you know, I got some exciting things that are coming up. It's going to be fun, but I won't be able to broadcast. And that makes me sad. Sips drink. So tonight, instead of having an actual, like per se a topic, we just gonna catch up on everything. And oh baby, I just feel like I don't even know what's gonna happen when I come back off of a 2-week break. It's always craziness whenever I take a break. Hey Ray, thank you for tuning in, sis. Hey. We're gonna catch up tonight, okay? But first, I think it's high and mighty time to go ahead and hop into tonight. Hate it and love it.
All right, y'all. It's time for Hate It and Love It. Let's get into it.
Hey, look, I'm gonna just go ahead. I feel like let's jump in. Why not? I feel like y'all gonna need to have a drink tonight. Have a drink. So I'll let you all know I'm gonna be going on break for a little bit, but next week, I try to share the fun things that are going on, but I ended up, so I did not get that full scholarship that I was telling you all about several weeks ago. For my people that tune in with me all the time, y'all know what I'm talking about. But I was one of the runner-ups. Woo! We celebrating all wins, okay? All wins. So next week they're actually having the dinner where they're going to honor everyone that was a part of it, and then they're going to award the person for the scholarship. So it's a super exciting time. It's definitely within good reason of why I won't be on. I won't be on air, but I'm excited about it. I feel like this is going to be a great opportunity to be in a room full of great individuals that are in my industry. I love meeting different people in my industry, and commercial real estate is definitely, y'all. If you in the industry, you already know it has its hectic days, but it's lit. So this is gonna be a great event. So I'll see y'all on May 2nd. Y'all will hear from me May 2nd. I'll still be around, but we definitely in some celebration times. And then I love a good corporate party, y'all. A real good corporate party. That's what I got the following week. And they love to throw stuff on Thursdays. So this is like a hate it and love it. I don't like when they throw fun things on Thursdays. But Thursdays is the best day to throw something fun like that. A gala, a happy hour, a social. Those things typically happen on Thursdays. Very rarely they'll do it on Tuesday if it's in the summertime. So yeah, I gotta skip out with y'all for a little bit to get immersed within the other industry. Okay. And I love it. It's definitely gonna be a good time, but it's a hate it and love it. I always end up having to give up my Thursdays from time to time, but it's always beneficial, you know? That's a circumstance. So yeah. Why did y'all act up so bad with the eclipse? Can we talk about it? Is it too soon? Do your eyes still hurt from everybody and their mama having to tell you to put on the glasses before you looked at the sun? Raise your hand if you tried to look at the sun without the glasses on. I got a message for you. I want to deliver it. Everyone acted up so bad around the eclipse. Why? Why are we like this as a civilization? I had a good day that day. But if you really went outside and really tried to look at the eclipse without your glasses, stop. Don't do that anymore. Don't ever do that. You're not supposed to do that. That's for children. That's not, adults are not supposed to do that. I kid you not, I was watching the news that day. I was flicking back and forth between Channel 7, if you all in the Chicagoland area, and WGN. So I landed on WGN. Their feed was a little staticky, but I just like WGN. They're my favorite. So literally this guy, I kid you not, they were at the lakefront in Chicago. They panned the camera to him. The reporter walked up to him, and I forgot the exact question that the reporter asked the guy, but I kid y'all not. The news reporter had just said to make sure he looked dead in the camera. He's like, make sure that if you look at the eclipse that you have your glasses on. He said it. Baby, that man turned right to the sun without his glasses on. I'm like, y'all acting up. What? You could go blind. You're not supposed to look at the sun. Reminder, okay? Y'all was acting up during the eclipse. Okay. Now, I move on to this one is a hate it and love it. Okay. How many of you all send memes and send posts to people and they never react? Have you had it happen? Well, I can't even say that that's a hated it. I don't really care. But today I wanted to go ahead and honor the people that do reply. First off, my friend Kim, my aunties, my sister, I got a couple other friends that do it as well. They will reply. They'll say something back. Y'all the goats. Y'all the VIPs. Give it up for yourself. It's a love it. It's a love it. I like getting the reactions. I'm just like, was it funny? Did you see it already? What's going on? You know? And my people, they always come through. I'm like, drop a little heart or something. I sent this to you in mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, read it. Did you open it? Questions that need answers. Okay. But my people always come through. And baby, we have a time. Oh my, they would never want to see the inbox. Because some of the stuff I like to send cat videos. One of my friends sent me something that, like, a lady was getting waxed. I was like, well, I'm like, well, you know, that is clean aesthetics. Like, I didn't know what I was supposed to do with that, but I'm gonna have a reaction a little bit. I'm gonna say something like, whoa, that was kind of wild. Or I don't like when people send me stuff with spiders. My auntie Frida got that bad. And yes, I'm putting her on blast tonight. She will send a video real quick and you just watching it. It looked like regular. And then like some spiders will pop out. I'm like, I am deathly afraid of spiders. What's going on? We need this to stop right now. So I'm going to go ahead and just say that that's the love it. I love y'all. And I love to wake up to, I probably wake up to anywhere between about 10 to 36 different memes. It's ridiculous, actually. What's up, David? Thank you for tuning in. Cedar Hill, Texas in the house. Hey, David, look, Megan Thee Stallion is coming out here and we going to her concert. Oh, body, yaddy, 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 yaddy. Keto. Oh my goodness. Hey, Keita. Thank you, girl. I'm you know, living my life like it's golden. Okay, that's what we doing with the hair tonight. David said we love you too. Yes. Oh my goodness. I love my people out there. So, okay. I love that. This is the end. I don't have any more hated it. You know, I will say this. Life has been lifing lately. How many people know that life is lifing right on some type of degree? You got something that's going on that you just like this. This is too much. I reached my threshold. Okay. I would say to probably round off tonight's hate it and love it is that, you know, I love the fact that in this time in my life that there are, you know, so many different things that are going on. And I am choosing to pull the good out of those situations. You know, like just like, hey, things might be crazy. It may be a challenge right now, but I have to pull out these positive aspects to keep going. Because I just had a conversation with one of my friends today about that sometimes when life is lifing on you, you don't get a chance to really stop and be able to really 100% delve into some of the other things that may potentially take you off course, right? But I'm loving that I'm embracing the path either way. You know, I feel like there's power in that when you are able to dig deep and still push through, even though life is lifing. I know somebody feel me out there. Don't let it go over your head. That's just the thought that I want to leave y'all with tonight. Okay. Let's see. David said, no, I love Megan a lot. Come out to Chicago. Come and party with us. You and Mrs. Burns, y'all have to come out. Okay. Look, we're gonna be in the stands. Everybody's dropping it low. Cowgirl boot, fringe. What are the girlies wearing to the Megan Thee Stallion concert? Y'all doing rompers, dresses, y'all wearing gym shoes. You know, there are gonna be people that's gonna show up to that concert with heels on, y'all. Real heels. The girlies that go to the concert in heels, that's what you call a bad B right there. And I'm not for being derogatory. I don't mean that in a derogatory way, but I feel like if The women that go out to the clubs, they go to the concerts. You got to walk a mile to get from your car all the way to the venue. That's what you call a bad bee right there. Everybody can't do that. They're special. They're special. They're the real bad bees. Okay. If you can stand in some heels all night, because as a woman, if you have stood in some heels, and men, y'all can't chime in on this one unless you wear heels, which, hey, then jump in on a conversation. But typically, that's not happening. David said, yes, I sure do. Keep putting out the good because it will come back tenfold in unexpected ways. Absolutely. When you pull the positive out of a lot of situations, you find that you're able to maneuver through them a lot better. Absolutely. I love it. He said, my savage will come out if I see maggot. Well, then maybe you got to stay home, David. Okay. Now, look, I got to take a quick break, but when I come back, we're going to hop into tonight's What Would You Do? This one is a little bit lengthy. So I'm going to need your undivided attention. Do you understand? But this lady has a little bit of a situation, and I'll tell you this about tonight's What Would You Do? We're not going to look on the surface, but we have to look deep within. You're going to understand as soon as we come back.
The Black Dollar Days initiative has officially kicked off. Make sure that you join founder Faye Porter in her mission in uplifting the Black community. You can join by registering your business or just replying that you're in and you're ready to be in on this initiative. Okay? Visit theblackdollardays.com and do what you need to do to be a part of this. Be a part of the change that you want to see. Make sure that you follow them on all social media and let them know that the Blueprint Media Company sent you. Hey, y'all, it's your girl, MzMetchi, checking in, reminding you to shop my exclusive collection, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi, where we've got shades and everything that you need to look fly. Oh, and we also offer accessories. So ladies, put a little bit of razzle dazzle in your collection today. Be sure to shop with me and follow on social media at Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Grab your products today at MzMetchi.com/shop. Let's get into today's What Would You Do? Where we're talking about real situations with real people and offering real solutions.
Welcome back, y'all, to the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi. Thank everybody for checking in tonight. What's up, Ovita? How you doing, girl? How you doing, baby? Where's the concert going to be at? I think it's at the United Center. I think, yes. That is at the United Center. Yeah, we love Megan Thee Stallion over here. Okay, tonight's What Would You Do? I told you all this one was a little bit lengthy, but with permission, I did get this one from one of the relationship groups that I'm a part of, and y'all have to listen to this because there's a few underlying things that are going on. So let's go ahead because I told you this one is a little bit of a long one. The lady writes, I have many house plants and even some that were quite expensive and were gifts from my sister. Within the last 6 months, at least a third of my plants have died. I've had houseplants my whole life due to my late mother's love for houseplants, and I know a lot about them. The death of the plants didn't seem related to lack of light or inconsistent watering, nutrients, or even root rot. They just died very suddenly. I tried not to let it upset me too much because plants die, and it was not any expensive ones until now. My sister gave me a 5-leaf Monstera albo rooted plant for my birthday 2 months ago. It was absolutely beautiful. This morning, I was crying pretty hard about it as I unpotted it and took a look at the roots. And I was looking hard at the plants and the roots to see if its death was pest related. And then I noticed the smell. I sniffed my potting mix and I smelled bleach. The only other adult person in my home with unlimited and unobserved access to my plants is my husband. I wasn't able to talk to him for several hours, but when I could speak to him, I very calmly but directly asked if he had done something to my plants. He denied it at first, and I said I smelled bleach in the potting mix with the elbow that my sister got me. And the only other person that could have done it was you. And then he caved. He said that he was putting small amounts of bleach into the fertilizer water jugs that I prepare. I started crying, and I asked him why. Why would he do this? You know I love these plants. Why would you just destroy them? He didn't really answer, nor did he really apologize. The trust that I had in him is completely gone. I think maybe counseling can help us, but he is the one that did this. I'm the one that has to set up the counseling. The angry part of me just wants to be done with the relationship altogether. I know that might seem overboard as we're married and share a child, but I feel now that I'm not safe around my husband. What would you do in my situation? Nah, he killed the plants. Yikes. That's mean. You know, the sad part is people don't think of like plants and animals and like living things. They don't think about, some humans don't think about living things outside of themselves, like actual people, humans. It's very unfortunate. So if you're just tuning in, tonight's What Would You Do? This young lady had a love for houseplants, and her husband purposely put bleach in the water that she would use to keep them alive. And they started to die. She no longer trusts him. Oh, honey, that is devious. That's devious. You know, I feel like that. Did he not like the plant? Like, I just feel like that's really mean. That's mean to do. That's mean. Okay, Keita said just not understanding what his reasoning was. Absolutely. And it's like it wasn't a mistake. And he didn't even, when he saw how upset she was, it's not even like he apologized to try to cover it up. You know, even if he was doing something to purposely kill the houseplants. He fessed up, but he did not apologize for the hurt that it caused her. I don't like when people are unnecessarily mean. And that is, I mean, I'm sorry. I feel like that with anybody, even if this was a friend or a parent or a caregiver, if they were doing something mean or malicious like that, it is enough. Let me be clear. It's enough for you to side eye them. Yeah, it's enough for a side eye. But the reasoning behind it, I mean, Kita, to your statement, I would say that it's got to be that maybe he didn't like the plant. Maybe he didn't like the plant. But it does seem like that he wanted to cause her some dismay. I will say that. So this one's a hard one. Really? He put bleach in there. Bleach is gonna kill anything in its path. Understand that. Bleach is gonna kill anything in its path. So putting it in the water that she used for the plants, he knew that was for sure. We're taking these plants out. They're done. They're gone. Okay. She said that she thinks that maybe counseling could help them. They have to start somewhere with having a conversation because this is absolutely ridiculous. Okay, Keita added, maybe I'm digging too deep, but it seems like a part of the story is missing. Maybe he asked her to stop getting so many and she refused. Either way, he's petty for that. Yeah, some things could probably be done to an extreme. And if you've ever been to someone's house that has plants, they either have them like contained in a certain area or there's plants all throughout their home, if he felt like that maybe the amount of plants that were coming into the home was a little bit too much, it was too many of them, that's certainly something that you could say, or maybe, hey, can you get some outdoor plants? There certainly could have been some type of compromise or whatever the case is. That, I mean, I believe that he's very petty too. Lynn said, was he jealous of the plant? Now he felt like the plants got more love than him, cuz no. Like, you loving on these plants more than you loving on me. I don't understand it. It's all unfortunate. When you can't mess with people's things. That's number one. You can't mess with them. There could have been something where it's like, okay, build her a greenhouse. She likes plants like that. There's different ways that you can handle things without having to destroy someone else's stuff. Whether if you like it or not, and especially when you're living with somebody, they may have things or own things that you don't. You're like, I'm not necessarily fond of this. I want to get this out of here. But you don't just go and mess with it. If you're not messing with it to, preserve it in any type of way, leave it alone. I don't know. I felt like it was beyond petty. I felt like it was a little cruel because you talk to your partner and they know the significance of things to you. You know, it was fun. It was funny. Recently, I was having a conversation about this nightgown that my mom had gotten me, and y'all, it was when I tell you this was the most basic nightgown, but it had the big icy polar bear on it, and I had this shirt. I had this shirt for so long, but I was literally just laughing about it, and it was one of those things. But it was like low key, like Anthony definitely knew that this nightgown had significance to me. So even though it had been beaten, battered, and abused by the time that we were talking about it, it was like, it was it had to be my choice to let that particular go. And as beat up as it was, y'all, this nightgown had been through the trenches. Do you hear me? Everybody has that one. Everybody got that one little house dress, that one little robe that you just know. It's like, oh, Jesus is on his last leg. Let it go. But it had to be up to me on what I was going to do with it because it was my article of clothing, as battered as it was. It was mine, right? And you got to respect people's things, just respect it. Respect it. Don't touch or manipulate someone's stuff for your own benefit. Because it's like, what do you get out of that besides your wife being depressed about the fact that her plants are gone? Because, baby, let me tell you, I had 3 plants at one point, and when they all took their last breath, baby, it affected me. It affected me. I did everything to keep those plants alive, and they still died. Okay, I'm like, what? Do I have a black thumb? I'm like, you stayed alive for so long. I don't get it, but let me go to the next comment. Keita said Lynn may be onto something. People do get jealous of other things that get more attention than they do. I know someone who killed her boyfriend's dog. Oh. Oh my goodness. Girl, I had to take a sip. What? Let me take that off the screen. That is heinous. Baby, get up the Law and Order SVU unit. What? No. No, sis. It's a lot of things wrong there. It's a lot of things wrong. I'm sorry, girl. I had to process that. I'm like, oh my goodness, not the doggies. Like people that don't like animals and stuff, like people that don't like other living things outside of human beings, I look at them like this. No judgment. I'm not judging. I'm simply observing. Because why? Keita, you have blown my mind today. You all have blown my mind. That's a little bit too much. Okay. What would I do in her situation? So, this young lady, she may not want to ask me because let me tell you a little something about MzMetchi. I'm not afraid of confrontation at all, especially if it's something that I'm standing for that's important to me. Be it as unimportant as it may be to you. I don't care if it's a significant other, a friend, a family member, a coworker, an associate, a random person on the street. Baby, we gotta have a conversation. We gonna have a conversation about it. Or if nothing else, it don't even have to be a conversation. Because check this out. Some people don't even want to have conversations, which is fine. So make a statement. You got to make a statement. You got to be real deliberate as far as your expectations and letting somebody know. Do it again if you want to. Respectfully. The counseling part, yeah, I do agree that you can, if you have a non-biased third party, that they can probably help clear some of the airways, but I would need to get an answer on the why. I'm a very much so, I like to know the root of things, because understand that every action or inaction is rooted somewhere, right? So just like the ladies were saying, Lynn and Keita, it's a potential that the guy could be jealous of the plants, or maybe there's a problem as far as with how many plants are there. These are common factors. Not a problem, right? But you got to be vocal and you have to say something, because he probably could have stopped her at plant 3 or 4, and then, it wouldn't have became a greenhouse inside of their house. Whatever was going on in that situation that made him go and put bleach in her plants. It's mean. You got to get down to the reason why he did that mean stuff to you. Cue up the Law and Order music. Dun, dun, dun. Because I just feel like, to an extent, I mean, the plant didn't even deserve all of that. That was a heinous crime. Why are you doing that? She mentioned counseling. Okay. She usually consuming comes after a series of issues or having dealt with something for some time. So I'm not sure counseling will help more so, but thank him for acknowledging why he did it. Okay. Yeah, for me, I would just want to know, again, I need to have a basis as to what was going on in your mind. Are you okay? Are you ill? Do you need assistance? I start asking people when they do crazy stuff to me or around me, are you okay? And it's funny. Y'all ever catch somebody doing something, or you might catch them up in a lie, or whatever the case is, like whatever it may be. And it's like that aha moment that's on their face, like, oh man. It's the funniest thing ever. Girl, say what you gotta say. But you gotta let him know that he can't violate your stuff like that no more. And that he needs to tell you the reason why he did that. What's up? Bring to him some of the reasons that we talked about on the show tonight. Okay. Start it as a basis point. You'll get your answer. Go into things diplomatically. Willing to talk, willing to listen. Because there's a reason why he killed your plants, sis. If you loving on them plants more than you loving on him, jealousy. It's giving jealousy. Because think about it like this, ladies. This is the same thing as if, let's go for an example, that a guy loves his car or he loves his motorcycle, right? His old school Chevy. Okay. I know somebody hears me out here. It's the same thing. They spend hours upon hours, day after day, weekend after weekend, doing everything that they can to just continue to put their zhuzh on what they actually like. The same thing could have been for your plants. Now, it's not right and it's petty. It's unfortunate. It is. But it could potentially be a workaround. She said, baby, over these plants, she said she's ready to leave. Try to work it out, sis, if that's what your heart tells you. But if you feel like that the trust is broken, then the trust is broken. But I would try to get some answers first before you call it a deuce. That's just my personal thing. Keita said to kill something she loves so passionately says there's a deeper issue. So yes, they need to have a good sit down chat. Absolutely. And this is the thing, Keita, even if they don't go to therapy and they just have a real conversation amongst themselves. Because some people, what I'm learning is that some people don't feel comfortable in those environments to really open up like that. So sometimes it's best to maybe talk about some of the deeper, darker issues in the comfort of a place that's okay for you both. You can say what you have to say, and then they have space to say what they have to say. But I don't think that you can go on, or even if she were to leave, some things just deserve some type of answer. Or you deserve to know if that person doesn't even think enough of you to acknowledge something that hurts you so deeply. Because I need you to understand, ladies and gentlemen, that says something too. Okay. Again, like she said, if this is something that somebody loves so passionately, you know that this is a part of something that's important to them. And you just completely crap all over it with no remorse, no explanation, no nothing. Silence and no reply is a reply. Okay. Understand that. And I can say I've definitely been on the receiving side of that, where I'm just like this. You got to pay attention to the things that are not said in order to really come through with some answers sometimes. So, if you try to have a talk with him or go to counseling and he doesn't want to open up or do anything, baby, feel free to do what's best for you. Okay? Do what's best for you. That's how we're gonna go ahead and end that. What would you do? But it's time for me to take a quick break, and when I come back, I think it'll be a good time to go ahead and hop into the what's happening, what's up, because it's a lot of things that I feel like you all need some updates on, and this is something that like literally affects the world. So let's stick around. I'll be right back.
I'm 54, so basically, it's too late to start saving for retirement, right?
Not right. Starting to save, even in your 50s, can really make a difference.
Well, right now, saving seems hard to wrap my head around. Plus, with the way this year's been going...
Hey, listen, it's okay. You still got this. Just go to aceyourretirement.org. It's an online tool from AARP that can help you get your retirement savings on track no matter your age. It's free and only takes about 3 minutes.
I like 3 minutes.
Yeah, at aceyourretirement.org, you'll chat with Avo, the friendly digital retirement coach. Just answer a few questions and you'll get a personalized plan and tips to help boost your retirement savings. Tips that are easy to understand and tailored to your lifestyle.
I like that too.
Plus, it's sponsored by AARP, so you know they got your back. Just head to aceyourretirement.org and make your plan to start saving for retirement.
Thanks.
That's aceyourretirement.org. A message from AARP and the Ad Council.
And now, introducing one of the newest BossFluent creations, Lady. Lady is a women's fragrance that will leave men mesmerized and have you feeling beyond amazing. Its sweet and soft aroma will bring out your inner divine feminine and keep him wanting more, over and over again. Lady, a BossFluent product coming soon. Make sure you check out our fragrances and much more online at www.bossfluentent.com. Hey, y'all, it's your girl, MzMetchi, checking in, reminding you to shop my exclusive collection, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi, where we've got shades and everything that you need to look fly. Oh, and we also offer accessories. So ladies, put a little bit of razzle dazzle in your collection today. Be sure to shop with me and follow on social media at Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Grab your products today at MzMetchi.com/shop. Time to get into what's happening and what's up in these streets. Let's get it.
Welcome back. Welcome back. What's happening and what's up in the streets? What's happening in these comments? Ovita said that was so weird for him to do. Yeah, if you missed tonight's what would you do? That guy was just unnecessarily mean. Just feel like people are just mean these days. What's up with that? What's up with that? So the first story to kick it off for tonight, I mean, y'all, OJ passed. Did you all hear that? He passed due to his battle with prostate cancer. And, he was surrounded by his loved ones and everything. And I mean, you know what? That wasn't even the thing that was, that was a headline, of course. So rest in peace to OJ Simpson. Okay. Despite of somebody is gone on to glory. So despite of everything that people always try to say, it's still, it's definitely a loss, So that wasn't what appalled me when I saw the news. Actually, the first thing that popped up was Caitlyn Jenner. Let me take a sip because it stressed me out. Not really, but Caitlyn Jenner put up a thing and said good riddance and hashtag OJ Simpson. And I'm like, hey, like, didn't you hit somebody and mess up somebody's life in a car accident? Stop doing that. Like, let's stop acting ugly on the internet. If you don't have anything nice to say, leave it alone. Stop saying mean things. I didn't like that. And I didn't like that was the way that I found out about the fact that he passed. I'm like, can he just have his own announcement without Caitlyn Jenner coming in with literally her 2 words, 2 cents? Unnecessary. People do a lot of unnecessary and disrespectful things. For sure. Okay? David said facts. For real. I just felt like that was so disrespectful. Like, are you serious? Anyway, moving along. So, how many people are tired of inflation? Let me go ahead. The USPS, they are doing their second price hike, okay? They just did an increase on postage 6 months ago. Now they're coming back and they're adding an increase. So be on the lookout for that. Okay. Be on the lookout for it. It's coming up. Oh, David said RIP OJ Simpson. Absolutely. RIP. And blessings, many blessings to his family. And, may they have times of comfort and strength during this time. People are grieving. They're grieving. Okay. And one thing, look, he had recently done an interview. OJ Simpson is funny. I'll go back to the postage hype. But OJ had did a interview and I saw it. My friend Kim sent it to me. And literally, y'all, that man was just speaking his mind. He had just came to a place in his older age of freedom and just doing whatever he wanted to do. Okay. And I only hope that when I get older like that, God willing, that I will be as expressive as he was, because he is a hot mess. Okay. But yeah, the USPS, they're increasing the price for postage. And if you are a business owner, if you do a lot of mailing, you work in an office, you know that this is definitely that little increase. It does affect your postage budget. Okay. Baby, I do account receivables and account payables all the time. The increase is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Okay. Moving along. So look, if you shopped at Walmart, hear me out. Listen in. It's money on the line. It's money on the line tonight. Okay, look. If you shopped at Walmart from today going all the way back into 2018 and you ever bought an item that was weighted, okay? You bought fruit, you bought meat, okay? You bought something that was a weighted item at Walmart, okay? There is a $45 million class action suit that you can jump in on that is paying upwards to $500 if you bought packaged poultry, vegetables, fruits, anything, whatever you bought, if it had a weight to it and it was different from the product beside it, they have this claim available. Okay. Shout out to B Scott, for she was like literally one of the first bloggers to actually release it with the link to go ahead and file for it. I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm like, I did get some stuff. And genuinely, like, I used to get fruit before Pete's opened. If anybody lives out in the South suburban area, before Pete's, we were very limited on where we could go and shop. Okay. We were, and everybody wasn't trying to go and pay Jewel. I call it Jewel Osco. Jewel Osco, because the prices is like you somewhere in France. Like, baby, why is it so expensive? Needless to say, the link, if you received a notice, go and fill it out by June 15th to potentially qualify for your $500. Okay. Especially if you shop there. Don't miss out. Now, I was really, really pleased with this next story. As far as this is for people that have had to have biopsies if they think that they have cancer. So there's been something new that has been developed, a machine where they are able to do a biopsy without a scalpel. Okay. So they're able to go in and they don't need to cut into the tissue, which is big, because if you ever have known someone that's had a biopsy or you had one yourself, they essentially have to go in. It's a little bit invasive. It's an invasive procedure. And they have a new way where they can avoid that. So I feel like that, I am hoping, my prayer as someone that has lost family members to different types of illnesses like that they, in our lifetime, before God calls us to glory, that we're able to see in our lifetime the cure for cancer, any type of cancer. Okay. That somebody, I feel like, I don't want to be biased, right? But I'm going to say it. I feel like it's going to be one of us, y'all. It's going to be one of us that's going to discover it. And then when that person does, we got to keep them protected at all costs. At all costs. We can't let them out of our sight. Okay. Somebody's going to find the cure. And I feel like that they're already on their way. Speaking of which, another statistic that came out. So the Center of Disease Control, they conducted a, of course, like a survey on mammograms. Okay. So researchers from the CDC and they looked at the prevalence of the mammography over 2 years. Okay, so 2 years, and they found that only about a third of socially vulnerable women are actually getting their mammograms. Okay, so we're talking about the women that probably need to get it the most, that are, that are in different environments. They don't have access to healthcare like that. It's only 1/3 of them that are actually able to go and get the mammogram. And that bothered me. That bothered me to hear that statistic. 1/3. That's absolutely ridiculous. And something has to be done. Okay. So let's see. David said, how many people kept receipts from 2018? You can submit a claim with that Walmart thing if you can remember what you used to buy from there. So I'll tell y'all this. I used to get the chicken. Okay. I would get some chicken, like get the little chicken wings and things of that sort. Okay. A little bit of ground beef if I was, when I was doing the shopping there or whatever the case is before the other grocery stores open. So if you can remember what you have, they actually have an itemized thing on the claim for you to do that. Okay. Ask somebody, David. Kim said the cure is out there somewhere. Yes, someone in our lifetime is going to cure cancer. We said it here first. Okay. David said, I guess saving all my receipts from Walmart paid off. Oh, wait, you said you got your receipts. You lit. Okay. So check this out. Humanity only has 2 years left to save the world by making dramatic changes. Okay. We need to find ways to get away from heat trapping emissions that are basically warming our world up. Okay. The UN climate chief, the United Nations, the climate chief, he is saying 2 years. 2 years. I'll tell you this. I don't want to live in an alternate type of reality as far as where we're at now. So we got to make some changes, okay? For real. We got to stop driving. We got whatever we got to do. Okay? Because look, the month of March, since March, the weather's the actual temperatures have been way higher than they've ever been. Okay? Than they've ever been. We gotta cool down somewhere. We have to cool down. Davis. Oh, that was that. I'm putting it back on the screen. But needless to say, 2 years. The United Nations, the climate chief, he's saying, look, he's trying to press for faster action to enact some things so that worldwide we can cut down on emissions. We can do everything that we need to do to actually save the environment. 2 years. You heard it here. Okay. Now, this last story. So, I had told you all a while ago that Drake had got caught up with the Astroworld tragedy, that case that was going on. He was actually just dismissed from that case this week. He got on out of there. I tell you what, look, Drake, you my baby. But what happened to being down for all the dogs? He said, not when it comes to a case, baby. Not when it comes to a case. All of these things, allegedly, okay? He was like, I am not going down. Dismiss me from this, okay? That's what's happening and what's up in the streets. And now, one other thing, I'll add this. This is a bonus one. How many of you all watched the Quiet on the Set documentary about Nickelodeon and all that stuff that was going on? Just give me a little Nickelodeon. Yeah. So they had a part, they added like an additional 5th part. And what was happening and what was up was the interview style of it. Ooh, the lady kind of came on strong with Drake Bell. I don't know. I felt like it was doing so much. She was doing a lot. But I respect it. I respect all reporters. Yeah, you watched this. The fact that Dan Schneider called the black girl, because baby, I can't remember nobody's name. He called her and asked, could she write something in support? And she told him that she was terrified of him. Can you imagine what it's like to be terrified? Terrified. Let me say it, terrified. Jesus. And he called her after the documentaries, the first set of it had been released. I'm like, baby, did you watch it? Because she said that she was terrified of you anyway. Hey, Auntie Tracy, what's up? She said, I love the look. Thank you. Girls for the girls. Girls for the girls. But yeah, that documentary, okay, let me tell you this. I remember one of my fondest memories as a kid was going to the Nickelodeon studios in Orlando, at Universal Studios. It was, I'm like, man, I want to be on Nickelodeon. I could do this. I am so glad that wasn't the case. They were just doing everything that they wanted to do up in there. Okay. It was a little bit too much for me personally. Okay, but that's what's happening and what's up in the streets. Now, I have to take a quick break, but when I come back, we are hopping into the topic. And look, we keeping it simple. We're going to catch up before I get up out of here for a quick spring break. Okay, because I got to do it. Okay, but real quick, let's go ahead. Let's pay some bills.
Hey, y'all, it's your girl, MzMetchi, checking in, reminding you to shop my exclusive collection, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi, where we've got shades and everything that you need to look fly. Oh, and we also offer accessories. So ladies, put a little bit of razzle dazzle in your collection today. Be sure to shop with me and follow on social media at Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Grab your products today at MzMetchi.com/shop.
Introducing the Roach Motel Ashtray, the greatest ashtray in the world. It's the ashtray of every smoker's dream. And the reason why is because it has a storage compartment with a lid on it, so you can keep all of your stuff away from the ashes. It's luxurious. It'll change your life. That's right, the Roach Motel Ashtray. And you can get it at www.roachmotelstore.com. Log on now and get yours today.
Now it's time for the Blueprint Live's topic of the day. Let's get into it.
What are y'all talking about in these comments? Let me get back over here. She said Disney is bad too, but they got the money to hide it better. Oh, girl, you know what? First off, okay, look, first, stay with me on that. Stay with me on that. Look, tonight we catching up. Let's just, y'all throw me out some random things. I'm gonna let y'all know if I heard about it. I'm gonna start with Kim's first. What does this even spell? First off, y'all wasn't even gonna tell me, like, y'all don't rock with me. Y'all don't rock with me, but okay, Kim, let's stay there. So we ended off tonight. What's happening? What's up with talking about the stuff as far as with Quiet on the Set with the Nickelodeon. Okay, I'm gonna put Kim's comment back up here. She said Disney is bad too, but they got the money to hide it better. So you know, I had to take a deep dive. Okay, had to take a deep dive. A lot of the people and the stars that are on there, if you go into the TikTok land, they do confirm what she's saying. They confirm it. What's up, Auntie Tracy? She's saying hey to all of y'all. Y'all better say hey to her. Drop a little hand. Okay. What they did to those children and how they were acting towards them. And then the Black actors that were on the show. Oh my goodness, they had the roughest time. Did they not have a rough time? They had a rough time on there. It was just all bad. Yeah, I after watching the documentary, I think that there needs to be a lot more rules and regulations and things in place that do protect the children, because everyone does not have children's best interest at heart. Like, while I don't have children, for me, I am always thinking about circumstances surrounding anything that have to deal with children, right? So it's just like, hey, or even if it's like, if you're an adult and you could potentially put yourself in a predicament that could potentially be harmful to your child, I'm even looking out for those factors, because you don't have to have kids to look out for the babies. Okay, understand, if you don't have kids, you can always look out for the kids. And the children at Nickelodeon were just kind of done a disservice. They were. And then the way that they like craftily booted the parents out, it was absolutely ridiculous. Ridiculous. So yes, I do believe that there's other things that's going on within that industry. that will come out in due time. But there was even one lady that she used to star on one of the shows on Nickelodeon, and she was kind of getting on my nerves a little bit because she kept on. She posted a lot of TikToks like she was going to say something. She wasn't featured in the actual documentary, but that's what she wanted to do. So yes. Now also, okay. The other day I saw a meme that had Diddy and Carisha on there. Of course he's been in the news and all this other stuff. Why is this man still outside? Like the feds is not watching. I'm like, little baby, what you doing? Why you outside like this? He's still outside. He's still outside. Then, people were saying, where's Carisha? And I just don't understand why grown people don't mind their business. Why are y'all worried about where these grown folks are? I got questions that need answers. Because they had just, oh my goodness, they called Carisha out, then her and her best friend got into it. I don't think we're going to get no more City Girl tracks. What y'all think? There are some people that are actually okay with that. They're very happy that they don't have to potentially hear the City Girls together. The crazy part about it is that JT is actually a really, she's very talented. I was listening to her song Sideways as I was getting myself together for tonight. I'm like, you know what, shorty? You ain't bad, girl. Get it, girl. You gonna do your solo thing. Do your solo thing. Do it and do it well. Okay? Do it good. So, but the meme that I saw about the Diddy stuff, it was super funny. It was super funny. And I didn't share it on my mainstream social media. I'm like, I gotta put this one on Snap. And I laughed with Kim. When I tell you, y'all almost spit my juice out when I read it. Because I'm like, baby, y'all play too much. Needless to say, it was that meme of the guy holding the phone and then the girl holding the phone and they were replying. And it was Diddy. He said to Carisha, like, take your clothes off. She like, JT and Santana here. He like, tell them to take their clothes off too. I'm on a beam. And I'm like, the internet moves too quickly. And when I saw it, it was super funny to me. So, and this is the thing. I love a good funny. I'm still very salty that TikTok might not be with us for a long time. I've done so much work on that particular platform as far as like, just the different relationships. I'm like, I got to make sure that we follow each other on Instagram so that we can all stay in tune. I just feel like the United States needs to stay out of it personally. Stay out of it. Stay out. Don't do it. Stop getting in grown folks' business. We want to be on TikTok. They, everybody posting their damn AI photos and all that other stuff. I mean, they didn't already infiltrated. Let us have TikTok. Just let us have it. And I know somebody gonna feel me on it because y'all love TikTok too. If you don't love TikTok, that's fine. Okay. Lame. You should probably get on there. There has been nothing that I have went on TikTok and looked for, whether if it was an exercise, a recipe, a cocktail, a place to go eat, a place to go drink, that I have not been able to find on TikTok. Not one. You want to know what a resort looks like? Do it. You want to know what a cruise ship looks like? Do it. You want to know what your experience is going to be like on Spirit Airlines? Do it. If you're a makeup girly like me, do it. I just posted this outfit that I literally got from Target, and I love it so much. Like, and I actually found it from this girl on Instagram, but I ended up going to go follow her on TikTok because I'm like, I need to stay in tune. She has all the plus size girly baddie outfits. I'm about to follow her. Kim said TikTok is bomb. It's absolutely amazing. It really, really is. With this catch up, I'm gonna be out for these next couple weeks, and I'm really excited. My guest that was supposed to come on this week, look, when you literally have people that you are booking for the show that are literal gurus in their industry, they have to do what they have to do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited to bring my guest on when I come back. But to be honest, let's be honest. I'm really excited to take some time and just, have things kind of be minimal. When you run a business, and anybody that knows, if you run a business or you have a platform of any degree, there is a lot of work that goes into that. A lot of it. A lot, and I have to stop myself sometimes while I'm ahead and say, you know what? Hey, chill out for a second. So I'm super excited for these next couple of weeks to really just delve in, have some fun, have some real fun, and just live, just live. Kim said, take your time off, boo. Yes. I'm looking forward to it. I really am. I love it. Working hard and doing all of that other stuff is great, but you do have to take that time for yourself. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to coming back at the top of May. You already know, Taurus gang. Bow, 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 bow. My birthday is coming up, and do you all know I have no plans? I have no plans. I do know this. My birthday falls on a Wednesday. So y'all tell me y'all most turned up stuff to go and do on a Wednesday, because it's giving that I'm going to end up going and getting a massage and going to dinner. It's giving it's going to be a very simple birthday. And we used to really go outside. We used to genuinely go outside, y'all. I can't do it anymore. I can't do it. She said, boo. Not boo. Kimberly. She said Tauruses, at least men Tauruses are boo. I'm inclined to agree. Agreed. But the lady Tauruses were the ones that's really running things. Let me speak on that. I'm finding that when I tell people that I'm a Taurus, the one thing that grinds my gears, let me go ahead, let me give it to you guys. I'll have people randomly ask me what my zodiac sign is, and I'll tell them. They'll usually follow up with, when is your birthday? I'll tell them May 8th. May 8th is my birthday, y'all. Bow, bow. Okay. And then they all do this thing. And it could be men, women, all of that. They just like this. I knew it because you, and then the ... is that they go into like this detailed description of whatever it is that I do. And that's the reason why they knew that I had to have been a Taurus. Let me tell you something. Y'all don't know me. Kim said, I love y'all. We love you right back. The Taurus ladies love you. And my friend is a Sagittarius. And let me tell y'all this, okay? I, in my lifetime, dealt with a male Sagittarius. So it's so funny. So, okay, Kim is one of my best friends. My girl. She's a female Sagittarius, okay? But the male Sagittarius that I dated, when I tell you a terrorist, a terrorist with a capital T, with a T with calligraphy. Okay. So the same way that she feels about Taurus men, even though her best friend is a female Taurus, a lady Taurus. Okay. That's how I feel about Sagittarius men. I'm just like this. Keep them all away from me. I don't want to work with you. I don't want to run into you at the line at Wendy's while I'm trying to get my lemonade and my 5-piece chicken nuggets. Stay the furthest away from me. Stay the furthest away from me. Okay. So, but I hate when people, they say that like, oh, I knew you were a Taurus. So it happened to me literally, what's today? Thursday. It happened to me yesterday. I ran into one of my vendors, bless her heart. I love her. And it came up, she was telling me about her birthday event. And then I went into, I was just like, yeah, girl, I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing for my birthday. She's like, when is it? I told her, she's like, you're a Taurus. Like, before I could even say anything, she's like, you're a Taurus. And she said, I knew it. She was like, she's like, first off, y'all real hard working or whatever the case is. But she said, you know what? Y'all be real to the point. Real to the point. She just started like naming off all these reasons of how she knew that I was a Taurus. Let's see. Kim said one of the best friends, one of the best. You are my best friend. Are you really about to do this right now? You want to do this? You want to do this? Sag men are rough. At least that's what I've heard. Sagittarius men, they're differently different. They're uniquely unique. Okay. Oh, Kim wants the smoke tonight. Don't do that. Anybody that knows y'all, okay, look, y'all know her as Kimberly Garrison or Chocolate Drop 1986. Those are the two. Or Coco Kim if you on Snap. Okay. This is my best friend, you guys. She wants me to make a declaration at this particular point. I declare on air, okay? You know what? Look, I love my people. Kim, get you a real friend out here in these seasons. I was telling y'all early in the show, I'm like, life been life and things have been rough. But when you do genuinely have good friends, you got good people in your corner that love you, that care about you, you rocking. You rocking. Tanae is on here too. That's why, look. Hey, Tanae, love it. Okay. My best friend, like, my besties is on here tonight. Y'all lit. She said, I'm just kidding. You're hilarious. I got to declare it on air. Look, for a while, okay, oh my gosh, I've known Kim since 05, and literally since 05, she has been saved in my phone as Kimberly BM. So we used to always BM BD. I'm like, that's my BM, y'all. Y'all got to make sure my baby mama's taken care of. And it was just like our little running joke that stuck for like 20 some years, it feel like. Hey boo, what's up, girl? Thank you for tuning in. And it's like Tanae be holding it down too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Look, get you your tribe. These ladies are a part of my tribe, right? And we gonna tribe for each other in this season. In all of the seasons. We've done it for years. Like, I mean, you know what? To be able to have friendships and to have relationships that sustain themselves, and you getting into I'm moving into like the second decade with my friendships with my girls. You got to have your core. Have you some people that you can trust. You can go to them in your brightest hour and in your midnight hour. Okay. And we not talking about the type of midnight hours that y'all be talking about, because y'all be out here doing bad stuff. Okay. We're talking about real things. Get you a tribe. I know that my tribe has definitely, especially as of lately, been in my corner. That's the way that you can pull through. You ain't got to keep stuff to yourself. Find you some people that you could trust. Find you some people that when you talk to them, you ain't got to worry about if your business is going to be on the streets. I mean, do y'all want to talk about it? Okay. Because you ever told somebody something and you be like, oh my goodness, this loose lip is finished. Sink a ship. My business is on the way out the door. I don't feel that way within my circle. I don't. And there are people that I haven't even mentioned, but it's just like this. If we tribing together, we gang, we are gang forever. Okay. I love y'all. But I'm really excited. Like I said, this upcoming week, I'll be attending the diversity dinner for the scholarship that I told you all about. I was a runner-up. I'm really excited to expand within my industries, y'all. I'm always a big advocate for being able to dominate in different spaces. And this is certainly an honor for me. I won't be able to get up and give a speech and do all of that, but I will be acknowledged during that ceremony. And I mean, even that, I try to plant myself in anything that I do as a pillar within that industry, because it's important. Like, you can't just be all talk. You really do have to be the bite as well. And to have a moment to really be honored. I mean, certainly I'll miss everyone here on the Blueprint Live, but it's certainly a great moment to really celebrate. So I am just on cloud nine as far as those things. And then to be able to kick it, baby, look, let me tell you something. Y'all can invite MzMetchi to any happy hour where all she have to do is show up and be cute with her cocktail and socialize. Invite me. I'm coming. I'll be there. Okay, I'll be there. So I'm going to wrap up tonight's topic. When I come back, we're going to close out with the quote of the night, which I'm going to tell you this. The quote of the night is going to hit for you guys the way that it hit for me. I know that it is. That's why I chose it. So I got to take a quick break and pay some bills, and then we'll be right back.
What grows in the forest? Trees? Sure. Know what else grows in the forest? Our imagination, our sense of wonder, and our family bonds grow too. Because when we disconnect from this and connect with this, we reconnect with each other and build family memories we will carry with us forever. The forest is closer than you think. Find a forest near you and start exploring at discovertheforest.org. It's easy. Just put in your zip code to find family-friendly outdoor destinations near you. You'll also find guides to free activities, games, and amazing forest facts. Give the magic of the outdoors to your kids and reconnect with your family. Find a forest near you at discovertheforest.org. That's discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Hey, y'all, it's your girl, MzMetchi, checking in, reminding you to shop my exclusive collection, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi, where we've got shades and everything that you need to look fly. Oh, and we also offer accessories. So ladies, put a little bit of razzle dazzle in your collection today. Be sure to shop with me and follow on social media at Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Grab your products today at MzMetchi.com/shop. Thank you so much for all of my listeners for tuning in. And now it's time for the quote of the night.
Welcome back. Look, tonight's quote, I told y'all this one's gonna touch somebody. Okay, somebody. So let's go ahead and hop into it. You just need to nurture your soul and take care of yourself right now. Let things clear out of your life. Don't hold on to what needs to exit. Don't force anything to stay the same. It's all about change and growth. Release and let go. Reorganize and reprioritize what you value. Okay. If nothing else, use this time right now to recenter. Okay. Because I know that with the way I told y'all, life has been lifing. Okay. And this is real. When you do that, you have to get back. That means things are out of alignment. It's time to get things back and get it centered where you need it to be. So that message was for me, but I definitely wanted to share it with you all to nurture your soul, okay? Your entire soul. And reprioritize what it is that you value. You know, sometimes you can get wrapped up in so many things, work, relationships, outgoing activities, your business. There's so many things that you can get wrapped up into, but it there comes a time where you have to stop and dial it back so that you could dial in. So I just wanted to share that with you all. And of course, thank everybody for tuning in and contributing to tonight's conversation. I'm super excited to have this little bit of a break. You know, Blueprint Live is on spring break. Yeah. And I ain't even gonna lie to you. I might try to sneak up out of here. I might not be able to go out of the country, but I got to go somewhere hot where I can go and put on the swimsuit and be out at somebody's beach. Okay. Drop your recommendations if you have some for me. We're looking for nice little turnaround trips. We're going outside. Okay. It's time to get out of here for a little bit, but make sure if you haven't already that you are following the Blueprint Media Company on all platforms. Just type in at the BP Media Co. And of course, make sure that you're following me, your girl, MzMetchi. You can literally type in MzMetchi anywhere. And let's make sure that we connect, okay? If you're tuning in on our YouTube, make sure that you subscribe to the Blueprint Media Company on there, and I will definitely subscribe back. I understand that those subscribes and likes on the videos are important. You all, I encourage you, even if you're not a content creator or anything, a business owner, if you are just a watcher of all things that are content, drop a like, drop a comment, get that engagement up. This is how you help small creators grow. Okay. So make sure that you're doing that. Sign up for updates or advertise with me by visiting the bpmediaco.com. Okay. Now, of course, I have to thank my amazing sponsors. So shout out to Fiya Infusions, Black Dollar Days, and Paris Ice Bar. Okay. It's lit. It's lit. And of course, I want to go ahead and just say thank you so much to all of my listeners that are tuning in from Chicago, Jersey, Philly, Houston. The Trulies is trulying right now. Truly. And of course, shout out to my radio partners where you can tune into the Blueprint Live every Sunday. Okay. That's at 3:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Make sure that you all go. If you didn't catch the whole show, go back, catch the replay. Okay. So shout out to Fluent Radio, Philly Jams 95.3, Indie 101.5, and Mixed Talk Media. Okay. I will be back. I'll be back. And it's going to be a time. I just feel like we need to all reset, refocus, okay, and have some fun. The weather is breaking. It's going to be beautiful in the Chicagoland area. I'll be back, y'all. I will definitely, I'll see y'all. Y'all will hear from me. But the beginning stages of We Outside has officially commenced. Okay. Shout out to the Eclipse for kicking that off for us. I love y'all and have a great night. Until next time. Bye.